Good evening, everybody. This is Gotham After Dark, Thrones of the Underworld. I am DM Discretion. I'm going to join by Audible Faceless Fuxed Access, Toreador, Ithera, and Crosshair. I'm sorry, Ithera is not joining us, and Mystic Knight, I think, went night-night because he's morbidly obese and can't control his sleep apnea. So he will probably not be joining us unless somebody can reach out to him and see if he's still awake or alive.
I think Steve's calling him.
All right, I don't know who's is open. I'm gonna mute you. Yep, that was Crosshair, so I just muted Crosshair. Whatever you have running in the background is loud. So let us. There we go.
All right, I just turned it down.
All
I
right, no
apologize.
worries, no worries, because we are gonna come to Crosshair.
Yay.
And in the last session, your artificial nature was discovered by Blood Him, and Red Jack stepped in, pinned you to the wall, and you were attempting a stunt to use your nanites to T1000 your way out of it. So
Yes.
we're going to roll the stunt and then roll the ability. So the stunt itself is going to be a difficulty 8, and you're going to need to apply effort and any other abilities. Because this is the first time you've ever done it. Your nanites were never designed for this. So, and neither was your entire skeletal structure. But we will give you that option to make the stunt roll. So, as a difficulty 8, you are not. It is virtually impossible without effort and additional abilities. So, what would you have to lower that down? You would need to at least lower it down to a 6 in order to have any chance of a roll. Minimum 6, and anything else. So you need to lower it by 2. Now you have you have the 1 effort, so you can lower it down by that.
Yes.
Spending points. You are actually injured. If my memory's not, my memory is.
Yeah, I got hit.
Yeah. So you're down. According to my records, you're down to what?
4 might.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so the stunt itself, it's going to be a might roll, so it's coming out of your might pool. And the reason why is because it's your body, it's not your intellect that's making the change. So otherwise, it would be an intellect roll for the nanites, but it is a might check because you are transmuting your body in a way that it is not designed to. Now, so what is your what's your effort? It's still at 1, right?
Right, and I have 1 edge on my might.
Okay, that's just for the points. So that means that it's only going to cost you 2 points in your might pool, not 3. Excuse me.
Okay.
So that's 1. That brings it down to a 7. That's still an impossible roll, even with a 20. 20s don't work the same way that they do in the other system.
In the other game.
So, look at your character sheet, see if there's anything else that you can lower it down. If you have any power shifts, if you have any
infiltration, cybernetic enhancements.
Your character's on Roll20?
Yes, I am.
Did you make that conversion?
Yes, I did. I have machine precision. Grants you +1 asset on all ranges. Recall.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, I have shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter. You didn't put any descriptions on any of these abilities. It's all right. On these skills. Special abilities, stealth skills, machine precision, range attacks. That doesn't work. No firewall. No healing nanites. No, that's what you're using to begin with. All right, I'll allow you to use the shape shifting as an asset. So that brings it down to 6. So you would need an 18 or better on your roll, on your stunt roll.
All right. Well, we'll get ready to use some experience points.
Mm-hmm. How many experience points do you have left?
30.
Okay.
There we go. Yep, I'm using XP.
Okay. Make another roll.
Get your dice. Use XP again.
Okay, that's 2.
Baby makes it. Oh!
Okay, so that's going to give me a free GM intrusion unless you use.
I'll take it.
It's a free GM intrusion. In other words, you don't get the XP back.
Yay.
So, do you want to spend another XP for another reroll?
Yes, I'll spend it.
All right, that makes 4 rerolls.
Why am I freaking...
So you're finding it very difficult to change with his grip on your body, pinning you to the wall. He's not supernaturally strong, but he is strong enough to hold you, and the size of your frame and all that stuff. So he's holding you up.
Not to mention I got stabbed by a freaking blood bitch.
Correct.
So I'm going to return to the table eventually one day. So, hold on, give me a second. I freaking roll 20 just to reload it.
While you're doing that, I'll see if I'll make sure that the Twitch stream is, as we're recording this, is good.
When you call her a bitch, you say it with respect.
Yeah, no, I won't. Just because you didn't get a chance to crack, don't take it out on me. There we go. There goes 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for 5.
You're going for 5 now?
Yes. I'm not trying to get killed. I'll be damned.
Okay. So with that, you will get. Actually, you won't get any points back because you've just been doing rerolls. So
Yeah.
you will get a major effect, and what will that be? As you're liquefying.
As I'm liquefying, my major effect is to meld right between a crack in the wall and get the hell out of there.
Okay. So I'm going to need you to make an intellect defense roll.
Yay. Intellect 14.
As you're pulling yourself into the cracks in the wall that were made by him smashing you up against it.
Oh, is it like a drink? Oh, get already committed. So
yeah. So he's like, what the hell? And you can hear her just like, what the fuck is that?
14.
That's just your pool. That's not. Don't worry about the stat. That's the pool that you have. So the defense roll is on a d20. It's pretty high. You will need to make. I don't know if you would even be able to do it. Truth be told, as I created this character and he is the boss man. Let's see.
Not rolling yet. All right.
Actually, at this point, you would need to, you would need to reduce it by a significant amount. So it's your intellect pool. Where's your character? Here we go.
Okay.
You don't have an edge in intellect, and let's see here: stealth, machine, precision. Nope. Perfect recall. Nope. Weapon system, neural firewall. All right, you can use your neural firewall. That will reduce it by 1 step. Then you can use. I don't really see much else that you can use outside of your edge. Yeah. Cybernetic enhancements. All right, I can give you 1 for your cybernetic enhancements, 1 for your edge, for your not edge, your effort, 1 for your effort, 1 for your cybernetic enhancements.
Hold on 1 second.
1 for
What?
your machine precision. No, I already said that. Neural firewall. So that's 3. Let's see what this attack is, because I wrote them up.
Anyway. What happened? So what's it go down to?
Just give me a sec. Where's that? Oh, actually, the stunt is the roll to start doing it, and then you have to roll the power. So the power would be what? No.
Shape shifting, melting,
It would be
melding, liquefy.
Yeah, it'd be like a
liquid metal.
like a liquefaction. It's part of your shapeshift, right?
Yeah, liquefaction.
Okay. You would need to make a D20 roll and beat his ability.
Oh, yeah.
Ability, yeah. So you could use your. You will reduce it by 3, and that won't be enough. I can tell you that much. You would need to figure out how to reduce it by another 1 to at least get an action for the roll. So here's how that goes. You do succeed in the. I don't know what you're rolling, but you do succeed.
I didn't roll anything. It's my fucking computer. It's freaking. I got a little ping thing flashing on my screen, and it's...
All right. Either way, so as you're changing, he's like, what the fuck, and you could Blood Hymn is over his shoulder like a shifter. She's a shifter. And then he looks, he's like, oh, really? His eyes start glowing, the pupils around his irises start glowing, that they're already red. They just start glowing, and he just commands you, he says, stop! And your body freezes mid-transformation. And he lifts you, he pulls you out of the wall, because a portion of you was starting to seep in, and just pulls you, lifts you up, and there's this aura that comes out from around his wrist. You know, like in what do you call it, in the animes, where there's like a ring of energy around their wrists, and he's like, that was a mistake. And then there's a pulse that comes and hits you you're going to need to make a save on that. So you can try to resist it, but he essentially froze you, so you're gonna be hindered. So that's
that roll 20. 20 was for nothing. Okay, cool.
the 20 was for the stunt. My bad. So there's 2 rolls when you do a stunt. To activate the stunt, and then to use the power. So his defense was to use his power to hold your form in place. And like I said, once we're done with this, I will send you the NPCs that I wrote up. This is because
I don't want to see them.
All right, because he's a boss level, he's going to have a lot more tricks up his sleeve. Now, the pulse shoots through your body. Major failure. Hindered. It's hindered. That's a 2-step hindrance. And okay.
Wait a second. Shit.
You can use your cybernetic enhancements to lower that by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then your effort by 1. And then what is it? Neural firewall by 1. And I will even give you your healing nanites as an asset. So that's 4. So you go ahead and make your roll.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right,
Using
that's
XP. Fuck that.
okay. So, I don't know how many. I think that's you're at 6.
This is my 6th one. This is my 6th one. I'm at 24 now.
Okay.
Use one more.
You can keep going as long as much XP as you have. That's how many times you can keep rolling. This is all within the same milliseconds. So I can tell you that you're going to need a high roll. You're going to need definitely higher than 12.
Oh, another one.
Okay.
Another one. Mulligan. 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 Not bad.
Nope. How many is that?
Come on. Really?
And this is how people burn through their XP. Holy shit.
Wow.
Wait, how many is that?
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You're pretty much at your end here.
Last row?
I wouldn't say last, but how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm going to discount the rolls that I asked you to roll. 27, 28, 29. So you rolled 29 times. No, excuse me. 29, what is it? 30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
Fuck it. Let's see what happens, man.
So you're
He's out of XP.
You're pretty much out of XP at this point. All right.
Let's see what I would have gotten if I had one more.
Go, Binks. Get down. Binks, get down!
You can just beat the cat.
No. I don't nominate them. So, but he
Oh
wants
yeah,
to be
yeah. Okay.
he
No.
wants to be on
All
top
right. All
of
right.
it.
All right.
Okay, one
But
time
So
with the
as it
controller. That was
just
only one
drain,
time.
as you're desperately trying to drain through this coursing, it feels like I'm gonna call it necrotic because a bunch, a ton of your epidermis containing the nanites that you were using to transform just explodes away from you like a splash of mercury in every direction as you hit the ground. You take 11 points of damage. So you were
Yay.
down to 3 might. So you're down to the 0 might and what is that? 8 from your next pool, which is what?
My speed.
Your speed pool. No, it's intellect. Excuse me. Why don't I see a character? There you go. Oh no, you're right. It's might, speed, and intellect. So, and it's 8 from your intellect pool and from your speed pool. Excuse me. So you're down to what? 4 on your speed pool. So
Yeah.
you felt that reverberate throughout your entire body. And once again, he just yells out, "Stop moving!"
Let's go with the bullshit. Let's go.
Okay, so
Let's get this over with. Let me go find another character to play.
So, in essence, as you're being pummeled by his whatever energy that he's wielding, you can feel yourself, and all these displays just start popping up in your field of vision, in your HUD. That you know, critical system failure, and you can see an outline of your skeleton, and is pointing to this
Hey,
system.
Lou.
This system. Yes,
Can I ask you a question?
correct. No.
Before I even ask it, we're allowed to help also, right? Like we can make a comment about it, about the situation he's in.
No, because you're not there. Why would you do that?
I thought that there's a thing in this game that you could be able
Player
to.
intrusions only happen when you're within proximity of another player.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I swear that you were allowed to intrude even if you're not there. But okay.
No.
Okay.
That only works for GM intrusions to get XP, even if you're not there.
All right. No problem.
Okay. So in essence, he bangs out another shot as you're lying there, and he's like, whatever you are, you're fucking dead.
What?
Because he doesn't know what you are, and now you just look like whatever it is. What was was it the T3 or whatever the fuck it was from the Terminator 3 when she revealed herself as this robot underneath? That's essentially what he's looking at. So you don't look like the way you're supposed to look, because that was the nanites holding you together. And because
Right.
you made the escape attempt and you took all that damage, it literally fell away. So he's just essentially breaking a machine. That's what he's looking at. So
But wasn't the legendary actually allowed me to see through the wall before he had done anything?
no, it was part of the stunt. So it doesn't, if you don't make the stunt, if you make the stunt roll to attempt to do something, he's going to have a reaction, and he has abilities too, which is what I used. You have to resist that. You have to resist that in order to do that. It's 1v1. You don't get to pile up all of your abilities at one, all of your actions in one. And simultaneous attacks, you can try it. They work here, but they still have the same outcome. You both get a resolution of your abilities. And his ability, as it's written, pretty much put a stop to your transformation.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to move to... Wait. I'm going to move to Toreador and Audible. And the shock of seeing seeing Sal just standing there is, it's not enough to paralyze you, but it's enough to give you that momentary freeze, like, oh shit, you know, that sense of butthole puckering. And he has his two guys flanking him, and he's just like, fellas.
Two guys?
Yeah, he has two guys flanking him behind him. He's like, fellas, fancy
Can I
running
ask a
into
few
you.
questions? Can I ask a couple questions before you continue?
Sure.
All right. Describe what they look like. What are they wearing? Are they black, white? They're both usually Italian. They're both white guys.
Both Italian, both white, both sunglasses, hands in their jackets. Shit, you know, ready to take whatever action they need to take to protect their
continue.
boss.
All right, continue.
So he's just like, fancy running into you two fellas. And then he puts his palms up. He's like, first, I'm willing to make bygones be bygones, but I need something from you, because I know that neither one of you two has the skills to do what happened to me. What do you say?
I look over at T. I'm just looking at Sal, and I just look over at T.
I look up at Sal. I'm like, so what do you want?
Well, first off, maybe we should take this into the back. I don't need any more looky-loos. What do you say?
So I push my chair back slow, and I get up slow.
He takes one step back and he says,
Same.
Good decision. Come on. And walks you through the kitchen, the two double-door kitchen, and it's you know, it's a steakhouse, so it's busy, and people are coming in and out. They don't even pay attention to him as he's walking down a hall.
On the way there, I speed dial Ethera, and I speed dial Bloodhim.
Are you trying to do that concealed, or how are you doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would help me to understand that you're not like, hey.
No. I don't have many people on speed dial.
Okay.
So, and I literally, like, I know where to touch on the phone to dial them.
Okay.
And I have my phone in my pocket. Mic up. I speed dial the two, and then I put the mic on mute. The mic on mute.
No,
so,
I get that. But if you put the mic on mute, then no one can hear what's happening.
It's not
I
put the sound.
Okay.
I put the sound all the way down, and I wait for the I wait for the phone to vibrate on the pickup.
Okay, so I will say that of the two,
it's a conference call thing. I said.
No, I get it. Ethera's the one that's going to pick up. Bloodhim goes to voicemail, considering where Bloodhim is right now.
Right.
I want to ask for a glass of water to bring with me.
So it's Sal's in front, his guy's behind him, his second guy's behind you two, as you're walking. And
I'm taking small sips.
All right, so you know, like he's like, get him some water, and he said, don't worry about it. Come to my office. Let's talk. So he takes you through the kitchen, past where they're butchering where they're cut. You know, some of the people are cutting the meats. There's a hot grill to the left, and takes you down this long hallway into his back room office. It's essentially a makeshift. A matter of fact, you know, if you've ever watched The Sopranos, it's essentially Satriale's pork store where there's just cuts of meat everywhere and a desk there. So he sits, and there's a laptop in front of him on the desk, and he says, "Have a seat." It's like you boys caught me in a pretty good time that may be advantageous to use. As you may know, this isn't my humble abode, but it's one of my many businesses, and things ain't looking so good for us. Now, before we get into any of the details of what I'm about to offer, I'm willing to wipe the slate clean for both of you. You, looking at Toreador, you for violating the rules of the fucking hotel, cutting off my friend. He's like cutting off the limbs of my staff and trying to stash it, and you having a fucking knock down, drag out brawl that brought this fucking whole thing to where it is to a certain degree. It's like, now I think I have an idea who the fuck got all my. He's like, who the fuck hacked into my system? I'm working that out. I got a friend on the inside who's doing some back channel tracing. It's all technical. You don't need to know that part. What you do need to know is that the person or persons that did this, they're still breathing. I need them to not breathe. That was part of the deal that my friend here is giving me in order to make sure that this doesn't happen again. It's offering me to give me back all of my assets. I don't know how they managed to do this, but until this is done, I'm pretty much frozen out of most of what I got. However, that's all ones and zeros on a computer. And he reaches down to his desk, which again, butthole's puckering because you can tell that he hasn't been sleeping. His hair isn't he's not as kept as he was before. Loose tie, dress shirt. He's clearly in a state of cortisol-related stress, but trying to present himself as in control. He said, but I got a couple of things for you. And he takes out a manila envelope, and then he takes out the stacks of cash. You can see the denominations are in 100,000. No, 10,000s. And he's just piling them up on the table. He's like, what do you say, fellas? Just to get this done, I got about 50 each. I could triple that once I get ahead in a basket, so that I can show my friend here what I need what I need in order to get what I need to get back. And he just keeps looking at his screen. You're sitting opposite of him, and he's just like, yeah. And he starts saying, are you serious? He's talking as he's typing.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck? What's in it for you?
Steve, look at your phone.
I think. Huh. Ain't that a bitch? He's like, apparently, whoever did this hack pissed whoever this is off something fierce. And I need to get this done. It's like, and I just so happen to have an address for a friend of theirs. And they're looking at motherfucker. All right. So, and at this point you can hear he has one of those desktop printers on a table to your left, and you can hear it go off. He gets up, hands you a paper. The paper has it's a color, but it's not really well defined. But you can make out you've recognized the face. You've not actually had any real interactions with him. He looks like he's in his mid-40s, and it looks like a school teacher. He's just like this guy. Goes by the name of Mystic Knight. And he happens to be holed up in a familiar place. And if you look at the address, it should take you to where you need to go. It's the address of the Russian doctor.
Huh.
So, torturer, whatever you are looking at Audible, go do your thing. Head in basket, bag, sack. I don't give a fuck. Just bring it here. Then you each get your 150 bands and a way out. Hold on a second. In fact, according to this, you can get your records cleaned. I don't even know who the fuck this is, and it's kind of making me nervous. I think they're listening. I disabled this microphone. How the fuck? Never mind. Listen, kid, it's talking to Audible. I know the situation you're in with your old outfit. You do this for me, you can be one of my guys. Now we don't normally let in the Moulignons, but I understand. Times change. I'm willing to change with them, especially with my father in the can. It doesn't seem like he's getting out anytime soon. So that means that everything is up to me. And if it's up to me, I'm looking to expand into the what the fuck you call it, the DEI, diversity. What do you say?
I will,
both of you is like, and you're what
I'm looking at. Listen, that's what I'm listening. I will do this for half of what you have on there. Only if you answer me one question.
With that, leans back in his chair. He's like, yeah? Go ahead. Ask your question.
When did Shadow Scale come to you and ask you to turn a blind eye when they took out the warehouse by the shore, Medalia's place?
Look, kid, it was nothing personal. She was expanding beyond her reach. I had nothing to do with that. You're right. And it was in my best interest not to have anything to do with that. Number one, that wasn't part of my territory. She was neutral. She dealt with whoever the fuck she wanted. She earned that. That old broad had been in business for fucking years. She dealt with my dad. He respected the shit out of her. Gave her that territory. She ran it how she ran it, so long as she didn't favor one over the other. I honored that. She seemed like, despite her fucking hothead son, who apparently just got the shit beat out of him. I don't even know how the fuck that happened. But, if not for my niece, this shit would be settled. You know what I'm saying? My niece, the one that you said that you fucking killed and you brought all these parts to me, and then there she is, walking, breathing, talking, and somehow not remembering what happened. Which
Still got her teeth in my pocket.
That notwithstanding, he's like, yeah, that notwithstanding. But when that shit went down, I didn't like it, but that's business. You know how this fucking thing. You know how this thing goes.
I understand. I'm still waiting for the answer.
Oh. Let's see. You can see him looking at the screen. He's looking off as if to remember, and then his eyes go to the screen. Like, holy shit. It's like right before the meeting, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Right before this whole shit went down, when everybody got together. I think you were there. You were both there.
We were at the meeting.
I know you were there. He's pointing to you, Audible. I know you were there. You were in that ridiculous fucking outfit. Which, by the way, please don't ever wear. That shit is retarded. We don't need that kind of fucking blue and gold. What I don't know what the fuck you were trying to do with that, but we don't do that. We try to keep as low a profile as possible. But I need for you guys to take care of this and get back. But if I answered your question, you can forget about the half. I pay what I owe, despite my current financial situation. So I'm going to need for you guys to take care of that today. He's there now. He's just pointing. He's pointing at the screen saying, he's there now. We need to get this done.
All right.
We got a deal?
I look over at Toreador to see what his decision is.
Yeah, we'll go take a look at it. We'll go do it.
That works for me.
I'll go do it.
Stands up out of the chair. No. I need you both to take care of this. I need to know that you can do it.
I can do it.
I know you can do it. I'm talking about him.
He can't agree to this.
Why not?
You're not his boss.
Well, you don't have a boss, as far as I can tell. Not
Oh,
yet.
he still has a boss. He hasn't been shunned.
You still think that red-eyed fuck is gonna protect you?
Me? No.
I'm not talking about you, kid. He has it out for you. I don't know what the fuck you did. But that's how gracious I am. That's the kind of man I am. So I know he wants you. And because he does, I'm willing to put up that, what do you call it? That beachhead. And let him know that you're with me. If you're with me, you can't fucking be touched unless I give the permission. And I don't give permission to that red-eyed bitch to take out any of my guys unless they do something monumentally stupid. You wouldn't do anything monumentally stupid, would you?
Nope.
No.
What about you, Cool Breeze?
Nope. I want no stupidity over in this way.
Good.
However, I do have a level of loyalty to my organization, and he can. My head has always been straight with me. So if he talks to me about letting me go, then that's what it is. The money looks good though.
I'll tell you what.
I'm down to break some heads.
He's like, since it's all cash, let's just consider this a gesture of good faith on your part, and a job interview on yours. Gesture of good faith for Audible, job interview for Toreador.
All right.
You got the 5. You got the 50. Consider that a down payment. The next 150, they come out of my end. He's like, I'm down 300. You're up 300. And I get what I need in order to get back what I'm owed. What was fucking stolen from me from that piece of shit.
Right.
We have an accord.
Okay. Do we have besides him being where he's at, is there any more intel on what this guy is, what he does? Nothing? I mean, I thought my name was corny, but his name sounds like something out of a Cracker Jack
I don't
box.
fucking get these super douches with their fucking names. And give me a sec here. You can hear him typing on the keypad. So according to this, he's a hacker, but he has abilities beyond that. This thing is saying magic. I don't know fuck all from that. But this is what I got. As a matter of fact, you should be getting this information on your phones. I don't know. Honestly, this is weirding me out here. So at this point, both your phones ping, and there's a file from an unknown number.
All right, take a look at it.
All right, you get a full rundown of the known information on Mystic Knight and what he was able to do with. Well, not really what he was able to do, but that he is an expert hacker, and that he can hack electronic devices from remotely with ease, and to be extraordinarily careful. And it says he has superhuman abilities, potentially supernatural, but the extent of those abilities is still yet unknown.
All right. Well, I think I know where this place is. And if it is where I think it is, we need to move now.
Well, Audible's been there. You recognize that address immediately.
I recognize it too. That's what I'm telling.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Telling Sal.
My bad.
I turn
Yes. Yeah.
and I start to head out.
I get up. I give a nod to Sal, and I leave. I walk next to Toreador as we leave.
Oh, and fellas, I think it goes without saying that if you fuck me, it won't be good for you. I'm willing to say that we're entering into this with all the due respect to your employer, someone who's willing to look past some of our indiscretions, and by ours I mean yours. What with my office being destroyed by the human boombox over here.
I just walk.
Okay. So now we're gonna come.
We pay for those.
We're gonna come back to. We're gonna come back to Access and Mystic Knight. So with you two guys, you're desperately trying to reactivate Mystic Knight's artifact. It's proving to be extraordinarily difficult with the tech that you have, and with the you need way more processing power than you currently have. You're muted, by the way. Rebecca is out of surgery, in recovery. It's only been about an hour and a half.
Okay, so we need to get out of here.
She is awake, but she's extraordinary. Even the Russian doctor and his nurse are saying it's critical that she not move for a little while. She needs to recover, at least a day.
Oh my Lord! So I'm gonna go inside.
And she's just like, she's sitting up in the bed. She doesn't have anything in, like, she's not intubated, which is where the tube. I'm gonna explain it to you in a way you can understand.
I know what intubated is. I've been intubated, so I know what it is. Okay, Jack.
So she's not intubated, but she was for the surgery. She's just like, what happened?
I'm gonna tell her. Listen, they basically set a hit squad to kill us. Everybody. That's the thing. We don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out now. And I think it's because of the quantum thread, number one. That has to be it. It has to be the quantum thread. So, and then I'm gonna look at her. But why did Victor send you, which he never does?
She's licking her lips.
And I'm gonna tell her, take your time, because I know, and I'll tell her, listen, I deeply apologize for what's going on. But
she's like, he didn't.
What do you mean he didn't?
I need a phone.
I'll give her my phone. I'm gonna tell her, you know what you just did right now? You trying to get us killed?
Like, shh. Please. Is this encrypted?
Yes, of course.
Her thumbs are moving at superhuman speed. And she spends about maybe a minute just typing things out. And Then she turns it over and pulls out the SIM and snaps it. You won't need this.
No, I got too many of them. Don't worry about it. I go into my book bag and I hand her a new one if she needs it.
Oh, this is clean, I'm assuming.
Of course.
He didn't send me because this was my mistake. I needed to correct it.
Okay, I understand what you did, and I'm glad, in a way, I'm glad you're here with us. But now the question is...
No, you don't understand.
Okay,
we
go ahead,
have
shoot.
an arrangement with Helix. You stole something from them. You report to me. Your screw-up reflects on me. I was trying to get that back to them through my contacts.
Oh, I understand what's going on.
I shouldn't have to explain that to you.
Okay, you're pretty much...
Here's where I am. Which is where exactly? Where am I? This isn't.
Oh, I'll let
She's
her
basically saying this isn't a hospital.
Yeah.
This isn't a hospital.
I'm gonna explain to her after this
A
whole
lot
thing.
of the
We can't take
equipment
it.
is barely not barely
So,
functioning, but
I'm gonna
it's
let-
definitely
I'm gonna-
not state of the art.
I'm gonna let her know you're in a black market hospital, and that's what usually where we go to whenever we get hurt. But the problem is, I'm gonna tell her we've been in this place already too long, so I would not be surprised if something's gonna pop up.
I have a team coming to come get us. He can't come
That's fine.
because he's not in the room, but she sees him through the door.
We
The
talking about
door,
Mystic
you
Knight?
know, Mystic Knight. The door has one of the, the
Okay,
windows.
that's fine.
Seems
But
like
the question is,
he can't come.
the question is, oh my lord. So basically, oh my god. Anyway, I'm not even gonna say that because I could just
And then,
see the
even
rest
in
in
there,
peace
she's like,
coming.
now that I think about it, why is he here? Are you
Because
did you
he's
figure,
the
so like, did
'cause
you
he-
essentially he's like, did you figure out, did you find the AI, that rogue AI?
So what we assuming is the rogue AI it must come from somewhere else, and to track the AI, we're assuming that this quantum thread is what's going to enable us to track it. The problem is we need the power to do it, and you know who has the power. So we have to.
It's like, first things first. Where's the Helix info?
Oh, I have it on the laptop.
Make sure it's secure.
No, it is. The laptop shut down. I checked it all out, and
Sick.
I shut it down. Basically, it's secure, so you don't got to worry about it.
The team that's coming is from Helix. You can't be here when they get here until I explain, and then we can go.
Okay, that's fine.
But don't be far. I don't know how they're going to respond once I introduce you, considering what you did to get it.
Well, they don't know that I did it.
But you have it.
Yes,
That-
but I
I'm speaking in my
deactivated-
voice
No, I know.
for
but
her
I
because
make sure
this
that
whispering is
I
killing me.
told her that I deactivated everything on the computer, so the computer's pretty much dead.
I get
And
that.
I also
She's like,
implanted it
she's
on
like,
some stranger.
it's like in pain. She's like, I get it, but you still have the data.
Yes, I do.
They're not idiots. It's like, whatever you did to throw them off the scent, it only worked temporarily. If I present them with this data, considering you gave them false information, this is going to be a problem.
Okay.
It's like, did you clone it, or did you give them garbage?
No. Wait. Wait.
When you
hold
planted
on.
it, did you give them a clone?
Oh
or
no!
garbage?
What I did was no. I just cloned everything and I gave them the. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Remember I told you that I was gonna plant the original laptop on the guy and all this other stuff, but I cloned everything on the computer. That's on my personal, not the computer that they gave me that gave me the asset. That's on my own personal.
The issue now becomes what happens when you give them the data, because they, if what you're saying is true, and they think they've recovered the original source code, and you provide them with a clone, that's immediately going to break down. That it's going to break down the trust that Victor's been trying to build with Helix to try to work together on projects.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to make it worse for everybody, including her. So she's not just looking out for you; she's looking out for herself.
So you know what?
Too.
You know what I could do? I could just erase the computer, and that's it. It's done and over with.
No, you can't. Whatever it is that you guys have been doing, she thinks that AI has been monitoring you, and knows what you're doing, and has been feeding everyone.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Is it? I think we need to leave quickly.
That's what I've been saying.
Like, the team should be here in 20 minutes.
Okay.
If I think what's happening is happening, then that AI has got we're basically sitting ducks.
That's what I've been saying. So I know a way out of here that we could go. That's off the grid.
She tries to get up. She's like, oh.
What's the guy's name? What's the special forces guy? Damn, John, I think it was.
I don't know. You're the one that's supposed to have that fucking information, bitch.
Wait, hold on. I think I wrote it on my phone. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call him just to speed up the time. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna tell him, can you help her? So because we need to exit out of here now.
Yeah, I mean, he comes into the room and he's like, I didn't understand. I don't know. He said, you want me to move her? Didn't they just say? Didn't they say she can't move?
No, we need to get out of here now. Like, there's some shit that's gonna come that's gonna make the other incident look garbage.
So he just looks at her. He's like, "Ma'am, are you sure you are able to move?" And grimacing. She's like, "Yes, let's go."
So what I'm gonna do is, you remember the exit that you told me that we're gonna exit out through
the doctor's office.
Yes.
Okay. So as soon as you come into that little small reception type area, the nurse is already working on her computer. She's like, "What? Excuse me, what are you doing? You can't leave. She is in critical condition.
We have to go. I'm gonna tell her. I'll give you some extra money. Don't worry about it.
She rushes over to her. And,
no.
And
I'm gonna
Rebecca
tell her.
just keeps her at arm's length. She's like, it's like, Miss, you cannot leave. See,
no,
you could start bleeding internally. You say she can hemorrhage internally, so it doesn't matter what I say. This is what can happen.
Okay, Rebecca.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, she takes a step back. She's like speaking in her native tongue, and she's like, "I will bill you. You will." It's like,
just bill me. You got the information. Just bill me.
So she's like, wait, and she goes into the supply cabinet, and you can hear her moving some drawers around, and she hands you some gauze and some tape. She's like, it's like, make sure you change
and I'm gonna
the
tell her,
dressing
listen,
every 6 hours.
I'm gonna tell her we wasn't here, and I'll give you a bonus, and we out of here.
She doesn't really even pay attention to that. She's like, just make sure dressing is changed and clean.
Gotcha. So I guess we both assist to the best of our manner, without trying to hurt her.
What is Mystic Knight doing in all this as they come out into the waiting room? Because Homegirl's coming out in her gown, and you can make this. You can make the essentially. She's not bleeding through her wounds, but as they're scabbing, they had stained her Johnny. So
she got shot on her shoulder, right?
Yeah.
That's
so
what
you can see where she got shot, but she's not doing so well.
Do they have a wheelchair that we could borrow?
No.
Damn, fucking crap. I'm gonna tell Mystic Knight, you cannot come with us. I'm gonna tell him that we're gonna have to separate here. Hello? Is he there?
I think
No, I'm
he's
here.
playing magic.
And why won't I be able to go with you?
And I'm gonna explain to her. She does not want you around for now because I have to explain to you what's going on. I need to disappear too. So you need to disappear. I need to disappear. We both need to disappear. But we gotta for now we have to separate. And I'm gonna tell that's all I could tell you because we gotta get out of here. And I'm gonna tell him I suggest you get out of here ASAP.
I was doing the back trace regarding anybody monitoring us
Mm-hmm.
or having piggyback to pinpoint our location and shit like that. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, hold on, Lewis. No, wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm wrong. I have the original laptop because remember, you tried to shoot the laptop. I just thought about it now.
I never said anything about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I have the original because
you gave them a clone.
Yeah, I gave I gave yes, you're 100%. But I have the original because you remember I said it. I had to go online for me to extract everything out of the computer, and I said no, that I wasn't gonna do it now.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna.
So I'm gonna tell Mr. Knight we need to separate, and I'm gonna tell him you got to get out of here like now.
Well, Mystic Knight, in your hindered abilities to try to go through to find whether or not you're being monitored, you do find that there are traces of intrusions on your, not necessarily your network, but in the network here, because it's not exactly bulletproof.
Yeah, it's not safe. Yeah, it's regular.
And yeah, you do find that there have been efforts to monitor your whereabouts.
All right. So I'm gonna see if they spoofed my IP address, the MAC address of the computer. If they did, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ghost it, so I can start putting up false signals throughout the local region.
Okay.
That way, it gives me some time to kind of meld in and disappear for a minute, so I can regroup.
Okay. I'm going to say yes. And the IP addresses of just about any IP addresses within a full block radius have all been spoofed.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ghost mine and replicate it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to superimpose all the ones that they've copied, so that way I appear everywhere within that same radius.
Okay.
And then I'll leave.
All right. So I'm going to come to Flux. For Flux, that's going to be a different thing.
Oh, what I am going to do is, knowing that I got the message that there's a lockdown for the sanctum, I'm actually going to go to the sanctum.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go through the portal.
Okay. All right. We'll resolve that. For Flux, though, the dawning realization that this infernal creature is hovering just above the tree line, staring down at you with this sickeningly sinister smile, and Gossamer is also there. She was trying to ensure that the that the doorway was not breached. Followed your sight line. What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Asgoth.
Yeah.
Asgoth.
Asgoth. He had followed your sight line and looked up. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he's taking a step back. And he's like, And she's like, "I'm almost done. Wait." Like, this is not gonna wait. And she's like,
I'm gonna say.
She's like, "What are you talking about?" And then she's like,
"There is no wait. It's if you do not look up as right now, we are done, all of us."
And then she looks
it's
up.
Here.
You're all looking up at this thing as it's hovering in its own energy, in its own infernal energy, and it starts to lower as it's lowering itself down. That orange putrid glow, hellborn energy that's emanating from it is literally warping the environment around it. And by warping, I mean it's changing the environment. What was I able to what?
No, I'm talking to Gossamer. Were you able to close it?
She's like, fuck, almost there. She's like, stall it. I don't know what you got to do. Whatever the fuck you got to do, just stall it. She's like, I need 30 seconds. And with that, he's just like,
"That's 29 seconds too long."
And he immediately he raises both of his arms, and his energies just crackles between all of his fingers.
All right. I'm gonna try to do a stunt.
We're gonna do initiative first.
Okay. I do have the skill initiative.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't say nothing. I guess you just roll.
You are correct.
Can I put effort into it?
I don't know if you can put effort into initiative. Give me a moment. Make a roll anyway, just to move this along so that you get that.
No. 6.
Okay. So you're gonna go last. So he's gonna go first, and he raises his hands, and just as he brings them down, this wide arc of what looks like orange lightning extends from the center point and goes directly at Gossamer. She is unfortunately not able to shield herself. So the only thing that you can do, because she is concentrating on closing the portal. So you can do a player intrusion, but that's going to cost you an experience point to do your stuff.
I don't have none.
Okay. So then you can't do anything. And I'm going to say that Asgoth is just like, "Look out!" And he just runs between her and the bolt. As it hits him, his entire body, it doesn't explode, but it bulges out because it hits him square in the chest. He's not able to even put up a spell. And
disintegrates?
He doesn't disintegrate. His entire body bulges, and you can see it immediately transmutes. And he's like, and just he's starting to extend his entire torso is starting to extend, and then again you can see he's transmuting them into one of those slug-like mutants. He's like, no.
Okay.
Destroy them.
Now it's your go.
All right, Lou. I'm gonna try something crazy.
Because the thing that once the thing hits the ground, it immediately roars. It's like, it's just like, and then and it literally folds its limbs. You can hear the cracks as it folds its limbs backwards to try to wrap around her. Yeah. Since the last, yeah, not very long. You literally just killed the creature, maybe about, I don't know, a minute ago, and then saw him floating in the air. That fight didn't last, but you guys you pretty much murked it as soon as you hit it. No, not even. Mm-hmm. Is this your stunt? All right, so that's an intellect-based roll. You're gonna have to apply effort because this is a major ability. You have 2 effort in your intellect. Okay. Now the edge has nothing to do with it. The effort, it's the effort. Okay. So you can. The one edge is going to make it a 4 points that you're going to be able to spend in order to do this. So with that, okay, that's 1. That's okay. I don't know if magic training does it. Oh, give me a sec here. No worries, man. All right. Magic training. No, I'm looking something up here. Okay. Yeah, I have the book here. What am I looking at? Is that from Claim the Sky or the core rule book? The magic training. Which, yeah, I understand that. Mm-hmm. Now, magic trainings, you are trained in the basics of magic, including the operation of magic artifacts and ciphers. So I don't know why you took it ×2, though. Just, it's just a, yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make your roll for the stunt. I got it. All right. So with that, you're able. You can you find the will to do that. No, I just muted you. So now you're going to have to make a separate roll to actually do the time rewind. So that's going to be a difficulty of a 7. You sure you got 2 effort? I see 1. All right. Gotcha. All right. I was looking at a different at the Monty Cook website. That's why I was questioning it. Okay. So with that 2 effort, you're spending 4 points to lower it by 2. That's 5. The magic training will give you 1. That's 4. Intelligence power shift. All right, where the fuck did you? Hold on for a second. No, that's just for an ability. All right, make your roll. Difficulty should be higher because this is a really different. Okay, go ahead. No. Why the fuck? All right. Now you say you're going to rewind it by 10 minutes, correct? Okay. So when you do that, everything shifts around you. There's this feeling in your stomach that something is not right when you realign to the time that to 10 minutes before. You're standing in the spot that you're standing in, but no one else is there except for this creature that's circling around the fissure in that rock. And it's completely healthy. It's circling. It at some point it stops at the top of the fissure and turns to see you and lets out a scream and immediately starts coming towards you. Why would she be there? You just turned back time 10 minutes for you, not everybody else. No, that would have made this impossible. How is it dirty? Mm-hmm. No, you're not. Correct. Correct. They're on their way with you. No. Uh-huh. Correct. Yep. You are an idiot. Mm-hmm. No, what we're gonna do is initiative. Yes. He doesn't have XP to spend on a player intrusion. Otherwise, that would have been an option. Question. Uh-huh. I've already awarded you guys XP. No. I put it in there. When I sent you guys the last recap, I gave. Correct. Yeah. So you do have the one. You want to spend it? Okay. So with that, it doesn't. All right. So then we'll rewind this just a little bit. And you find yourself in that spot, and the thing is circling. You can see it's trying to scratch at it, and what the wards they light up as it scratches against the surface of the rock. They light up temporarily and then fade back, and it's like like a neon sign that just light up all around it as it's tearing away at the stone. Now you appear there, and you're looking around expecting everyone to be with you, but they're not. And now you can see this thing doing that, and you can feel this tingling on the back of your neck. You can smell the sulfur in the air. He's there, but he hasn't seen you yet. He's there. He's not looking at the creature. He's facing you. He's facing your direction, but he's directly above you in the tree line, just above the trees, and he has this growing smile. All contact has been severed temporarily. Actually, you know what? That is a salient point. So yes, you do. Grab what? Oh. Okay. So the message goes out, and he's like rolling this. So just above you, you hear.
Interesting. How did you get here?
Question away. Mm-hmm. Understood. And I wouldn't say that it goes across the planet, but maybe within. No, you're not. That's not the tune. You're not attuned to that type of magic. Mm. I'm not going to get to that because we're having time dilation issues. So I'll come back to that. Now, no, why would there be a player intrusion? He's not the only temporal mage, but I do understand I understand the want to help save Flux from himself, but you may not be able to. Now, why you gotta be a pork chop? You are stupid. Okay. That's just Jesus Christ. And the smile that he had was gone. Now it's just replaced by this snarl. So, what, if anything, are you doing as his gaze is fixed on you now? The thing is still clawing at him. And you can hear, it's this way. You can hear Gossamer, and you can hear her voice. The reason why you can hear her voice is because there's nothing. Remember, there was no sound from any person, animal, bird, nothing. Just maybe the faint sound of the traffic. But where you're located, you know how Central Park is. There's spots where you don't hear the traffic. It's like who the fuck is this? So she's like, Flux, go check it out. Okay, so I have to stop it because I have an early day. So we'll pick this up when we pick this up. I will talk with everybody separately. And the reason why is because there's going to be some consequences to some of the actions. And with Eric gone, I can't really resolve you guys. All right. And for Faceless, so unfortunately for Faceless, and this is something that I was trying to reach out to you earlier in the week. You didn't make it. So the no, I was trying to say it in the beginning. The interrogation did not go well for you. And the way that you handled the initial interview portion of it, that did not bode well for Faceless. And between Red Jack and Blood Hymn, you did not survive, unfortunately. Now we can. So here's what I can do one thing. If you're available on Discord, we can role play that out. And if you manage to talk your way out of it, then you won't necessarily be dead, but you will be really fucked up. All right. Anyway, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? For Audible, Faceless, Flux, Mystic Knight, Toreador, Ethera, Crosshair, I am DM Discretion. Thank you very much for this fucking weird episode, and we'll see you soon.